So when you have to take apart PV connectors in the field, what is your typical strategy? I'm the kind of guy who carries as few tools as possible, so I'm generally making it up as I go along all the time. One of my favorite strategies is taking a zip tie. There's always zip ties. I either have them on me or I'm cutting them off to get at whatever I'm doing. And I'll stick the zip tie into the sides of the connector in order to get it to break loose and come apart. Now, since these holes have gotten so small, it's hard to do on these big ones, so I have to like shave it down, plug it in there, boom. Now, the other strategy I use is a small flathead screwdriver. It doesn't need to be this tiny. Usually a size bigger than this will also work. But you just throw that in here, keep some tension on the connector, and loosen up the tabs on both sides. It comes apart like that. But I mean, let's be honest, that's annoying. The other option is to use the tools that they send you. The plastic ones, they break, you lose them. I don't know how many of those things I've lost and broken, but that is super obnoxious, and I never have them when I need them. However, Racketeer sent me one of these, the Solar Serpent. This is a solar multi-tool, basically. This is not sponsored, they just sent this to me and asked me what I thought of it. But these prongs, so far, have opened every single connector I've seen. Even with these little tiny ones, stick it in here and opens up very nicely. Something about this is the perfect size to open up most PV connectors. The other nice thing is, so instead of carrying around a disconnect tool and a wrench, if you need to go through and tighten up a connector that you're seeing in the field, for typical Amphenols, you can use this hole. I've actually found that these prongs slide right into this connector such that it holds it, and I can loosen and tighten with this wrench here. And it works on both of them. That feels a little too coincidental for that to be an intentional design decision, but that is nice, because otherwise this hole that you're supposed to use doesn't fit on these connectors. These are whatever the newfangled MC4 ones are. Also, flathead and, I don't know, hex wrenches for activities. Now, something to consider is that this is not torqued in any way, shape, or form. You should not use this as a mechanism for creating accurate torque when you're tightening your connectors. But if you need it in a pinch, it is very useful and will get you tighter than just going with your hands. But yeah, I do think I'll add this to my everyday carry. It is useful in enough of the ways that would qualify it being on my person, and it's pretty slim. Aside from the prongs, which stick out the pocket weird, you can't really avoid that. It's really nice.